Yeah, good evening, everyone. You're able to hear me? Am I audible? Okay. See, what are the things we discussed yesterday? We discussed about AWS organization, where organization will have a root account user, and root account can be having thousands of organizational units and thousands of policies we can able to create. And same thing, one account can have multiple policies, and policies will have main options. That is once again the student is only calling. Hello. Sir. Okay. So Bala is unable to log in, so I'm just posting this link, the Zoom link again in the chat box. Okay. So we discussed about policies will have only two options, that is either allow or deny policy. Okay. Then I explained about HR, operation, sales, an example I told you, and what are the key benefits. That is policy based account we can have, or group based account we can create, application program interface we can have, or consolidated billing we can have. Then we talk about security with AWS organization. We can create with IAM policy or resource based policy or service control policy. I told you how it will work. Then how organization setup. So first we create organization units and control service policies and test restrictions. We have to put the test restrictions. That is, we have to test the restrictions whether it is working or not. Next we have limits of AWS organization. That is number of AWS accounts we have. I mean, a number the account name should not exceed 250 characters, and number of root account is one for that organization unit. We can go up to 1000 organization unit and 1000 policies, and the policy document should not exceed more than 5 MB, and maximum nesting OUs we can go up to 5 levels. Invitations per day, invitations account you can create is 20 accounts. Simultaneously we can able to progress only 5 accounts, and we can able to attach unlimited policies to a single user or a member account. Then how we'll access AWS through console, management console, AWS command line interface, SDK, and HTTPS. Now we came again. Started with billing and cost management. I show you how this billing will work. Billing and cost management dashboard, and the dashboard will show last three. That is last month, current month, and the forecast. Also, it will take, and it will explore where you spend a lot of money. You can download the report by like your credit card or debit card bills. Then we have AWS budgets, cost management, and usage report, and AWS cost explorer. So here you can able to see cost explorer means the last 3 months, what are the services you have used, how much you used, everything you can see. Then budgets, we can put a budget like 1,000 rupees budget we have put, means it will, when it say reaches 80%, the threshold value we have to give. If we give threshold value, once it reaches, we'll send an alert message also. Next we have reports. Here I think the internet got disconnected, or the Zoom got disconnected. Now here you can able to see that S3 bucket request tier 1 list of buckets. That is, this is operations. What operation is this? This is for your HTTP methods. What? HTTP methods. What is this HTTP methods? Everywhere we are going to use this HTTP methods. Whatever software development you are doing, main is HTTP methods. What are these HTTP methods? I will tell you, there are some methods called HTTP methods, which will have get, post, put, copy, list, and other methods, which I'll show you. Yes. So you can just make a note of this HTTP methods. What are these HTTP methods we have? First is get method. Get method is only for read and retrieve the data. Read and retrieve the data, like your Wikipedia. Can we able to go and edit the Wikipedia data? Is it possible?
No.
Right, we as a user, they have given only read access. That is, I can able to read the data. Retrieve means when I type it in Google, it will come, it will display the answer, but it will not allow us to edit the document or anything. We cannot able to edit. That is called get method. So always all the applications which you're using are always in the get method. That is, you can read, update, sometimes you'll be able to edit, right? So that's called, okay, I think this is, the screen is not bigger. Maybe the size I will make bigger. Is it visible now?
Yeah.
Yes. So read, retrieve the data. That is called get method. Most of the websites will give the user give the user only the read and to retrieve the data only. Give the user access to only read and retrieve the data. Okay, this is very important. You can write it in your notebook also and keep it. Whatever technologies you go, HTTP methods is the main method. Next, post method is what? Post method will read and allow us to write also, write the data. So this who will do actually? Okay, this is for who will have the access. This is user only can able to access. Correct now? User we have to give this method, give this get method. Will you give the post method, that is read and write, that is editing your website option? Will you give it to the customer? Will you give the right option to the customer?
No.
No.
No, correct, right? So who will be using this? This is only developer will be using. This is developer. Same thing. Update the data. Read, write also, edit also. Write is nothing but edit. Write also and edit also. Write is nothing but edit. It can be edit also. It can be newly writing also. Now read, write, update. Who will do? Who can we give the option? Only developer or user?
Admin, maybe developer, I think.
Yes, only developer we can have the option to update. Next one, copy the data. Can we give the option to the user or developer only?
Dev.
Copy the data developer, but sometimes if you read copy, na, that read
Yeah,
page,
yeah.
that
That
option you have
option.
to give it. That
Yes.
option you have to give it to the user. Some websites now they have blocked, right? You cannot able to copy that website also.
Correct.
That depends on which website. Next one, delete data. Whom we can give the access? Developer or the user?
Dev. Developer.
Developer. Next, list the data. That means I want to see the list of data. That is your
C again developer. Use, yeah, user. Yeah, both I think.
user
User.
can also can able to list the data. That means he cannot able to edit nothing. List means
Okay.
only can see all the data. That's it. For
Okay.
example, I want to know the restaurant, five-star restaurant in Bangalore. If I type it in Google, it's going me to give the list. But in that list, I cannot able to go and edit anything, but I can see the list. Correct, na? So these are the
Correct.
options we have for the developer and user. Now, main method is which one? The get method. So get method is always, that is always all the users. Okay, will the developers will be more or the users will be more?
Users.
Exactly. So the cost of this will be high. It's for there's a pay per click and all coming, na? Pay per click and all. So how many users come to your website and all those things. This you'll be learning in the database. Database again will use this method. So cost of this one alone will be high. Developer is coming rarely. One time he created the website means that's it. He will go to the next website creation. He will not come back again and again. So this will be less cost. Always this developer things always having you more less cost, and your public, that the user using the methods, main methods like your get method and list method. Most of the users will use get method and list method. correct? Delete, they don't have option. Copy, sometimes only they give the option, other things are only for the developer. Okay, so this is the same thing only applicable here also. They are saying since it's a free tier architecture, they are mentioning it as 0 0 no cost because you are in the global free tier account. So whether you're taking EC2 or S3, EC2 S3, what you have done, you see what operation they have done. They have done all, list all my buckets, list all my buckets, run EC2 instance in this zone. What is this cost? So this is like your, as I told you, like your credit card or debit card bill. It will show you what you have done in the previous section. That is what you have, what are all the services you have used, where and all you used, what operations you have done. That's what this usage and cost and usage report. Same thing, billing dashboard. You can able to see that the billing dashboard will have three options: last month, current month, and the forecast also will be there. And it will be, you'll be able to explore where or which service took more money, where I spend more money, and which service took more cost. That we can able to analyze. Next, coming to the technical support. That means what kind of technical support AWS can provide us. First one, AWS provide two things. One is AWS support and support plans. Support and support plans. Now, support means what? What kind of support they are going to provide and whom they are going to provide. First one, whom want their support? Who wants their support? First is us. That means we who don't know anything about AWS, who don't know anything about AWS, who is experimenting with AWS, definitely you need guidance. Correct? Next one, who is in the production. Already they are using some, for example, Node.js they are using, or they are already running a server, PHP server they are running. They are moving everything to cloud. Now again, they are already in the mid of production. They are going to use AWS. They need the support. Next, again, business critical usage. That means they are spending lot of money. Now they want to reduce it, and they want to solve their problem also with the new feature, taking the advantages of AWS. So them also they need AWS support. Now, how AWS will support us, and what are the support plans available? Support plans is like your subscription, like your Amazon Prime and other things. You have subscription plans, right? 1 month subscription plan, 3 month, 6 month, 1 year, like that. They have different plans. Like I think if you go to some CRMs and all, they will say 1 month subscription means these things are facilities available. If you are going for, let us say, $50 means you will have these facilities. $100 per month means you have more facilities, like that. Now, first one will go for support. What kind of support they will provide? First one, proactive guidance. What is by proactive? Proactive means
Self self motivated.
self. Mm-hmm. Yes, proactive means before they ask some question itself, he is ready with his answers and he is already ready to answer also. Correct? Na? Same thing, this proactive guidance is provided by AWS. That means they are having a tool called, I mean, they are having technical account manager who is like your technical support, who is like a technical support. He will guide you when you have some issues, when you have some issues. But the thing is, since he is a live person, the cost we have to pay is very high. The cost is very high. But he will come once the problem you have raised. He will first call you within 15 minutes. He will call you. But whom they will call, I will tell you. Okay. Now, next one, best practice. What is meant by best practice? There is a tool called AWS Trusted Advisor. There is a tool called AWS Trusted Advisor. It will keep on giving you recommendations. Recommendations means what? It will keep on recommending things that instead of taking T2 micro for your project, your workload, you go for T3 micro. You instead of S3 bucket one zone, you go for frequently accessed availability zone. Like that, it will suggest you. It's a free tool. It's a free tool which is available for everyone. It will keep on giving you recommendations. Okay, that is, if there is any alert also it will tell you, any issues also it will tell you, and it will give you recommendations as well. This is the best tool which will go for free. Another one is account assistance. Another one is account assistance. So when you want to, when you will call your AWS actually, for example, I told you you guys can open your personal account, but don't use it. I told you. Why I told you like that? Do you remember that you have opened a personal account na? With your credit card or debit card? But I told you don't use that as of until I tell you you go and use it. Why I told you?
Just to make sure that uh, we follow the process correctly.
No, one more thing I told you. Now this is a new thing, correct? This AWS is new thing to us. They are
Right.
going to charge for any service. If you start any service and if you are not terminated that service
Hmm.
once your work is over, they will keep on continuously going to charge you. So some students have got shocked to see that they got some $1,000 bill, but they didn't use anything. What has happened? They didn't stop the instance. They didn't stop the EC2 instance. They didn't terminate the instances or resources, any other resources which they have used for their project. Or when I show the lab thing, once the lab is completed, we have to terminate everything. If you are not terminating, it will charge. I showed you my bill copy, correct? Yesterday, you might have
Yes.
saw that it was keep on adding things, correct? Na? So if so let us say if you have been charged for $1,000 suddenly without knowing what has happened, what you will do? Whom will you contact? Whom will you contact?
Supports.
Yes, so that support is called this account support. That is support concierge. Okay, who will check your account status? What is the issue? Why you have been charged extra? What is the fee? Everything they will explain you. So that is called support concierge. So these three are the people who are going to support. This is not a people; it's a tool only. That too free tool which will give you recommendations only. This is a high paid guy. I will tell you what how much they will charge. This guy will respond for your accounts. If anything, charge extra. Next comes your support plans. Support visa. Now, what are the support plans we have? We have basic support plan, which will check all your resource access, dashboard, support, health condition of your resources. That is server, S3 bucket, everything it will freely do. Nothing you have to pay. That is basic support, which is by default it will be there. But if you're already a company and you need you just now recently started developing the projects with AWS, then it is developer support, and they will charge you per month around $29. Next, you are already a business somewhat or medium business person, and you are moving. Previously you have done something in other normal servers, and now you are going for AWS cloud service. Then you can go for business support where you are running production workloads. There you have to pay per month $100. It is like whether you are using it or not, like your car. I think car service and insurance and all we are taking, right? Whether your car is getting damaged or not, you have to pay a service charge. Whether you have to pay things. So same thing here. Whether you are contacting them or not, but you know that we need their support. For that, we have to pay for them. Now that's what your business support. Mainly those who are working in the production workloads, they can take business support plan. Next, enterprise support. There is a big company who is really moving everything to the AWS, and there are some mission critical things or workloads are there. Then they can go with this enterprise support, which is costing $15,000 per month. So these are the four support plans which is available in the AWS, and this support plan can only be changed by the or changed or selected by only the root account user, not the member account, not the member account. This is also one of the advantage of the root account user. I told you right, 90% only admin can have, and 100% privilege will be for the root account user. The root account user can have this, select this plan. Okay. Now,
So when it is business support, right? So that means, um, does it include the users as well as developer, or it is only users? How
no,
how
no,
how does
this is
plan?
one. This, for example, you are taking a root account. Now you are the root account user, and you have taken this support plan. Let us say business support plan you have taken. This is applicable for all your member account. They will also able to contact.
Okay.
One single root account, the plan is $100. They'll automatically deduct $100 whether you're contacting them or not. It is like it's our responsibility. The member account have to utilize this. If they have any doubts, they can please ask the support team. And now how they will support team will, how you can reach out to them. You see, if there is any critical issue, if you are in the basic plan, they will not reply any support. They
Hmm.
will not do anything. Mainly the recommendations only will give. In case if you have to mainly a support team, but we cannot say the timeline. But if you already took a developer plan, first thing is the customer support team of AWS, they will go and check which plan you are into, whether you are in basic plan or developer plan or business plan or enterprise plan. If you are in the basic plan, they will not respond, or they will respond after relax coolly 24 hours, 48 hours, they will reply. If you're in the business support plan, and what type of issue is this, whether it is a critical issue or actual loss. If it is very low, then it will be going for 24 hours of time. If you are in the business plan, they will check whether what type of issue is this. If it's an urgent issue, they'll reply within 1 hour. If it is high, 4 hours. The same thing for normal and low. Normal and low is common for all the four. Then if your enterprise plan, if you are having, then within 15 minutes, the person will call you. Who is that person? I told you in the previous slide. I told you he is very high charge. What is his name? What is that guy's name? The previous slide before that I told you.
AWS support
AWS.
support concern individual.
Who is the person? I told you. This one. This is the person. Technical account manager. He's the proactive guidance he will give you, but he will go and check whether you are in the enterprise support plan. If you are in the enterprise support plans, then he will call you within 15 minutes. That too, if a critical issue. If there is any other issue, then they will follow the same pattern of 1 hour within their call, or 4 hour, or 12 hour, or 24 hours they will take. So these are the support plans and the severity and times how AWS will support. Coming to the end
But
of this section.
don't they get any notification when we have any sort of issues?
No, that's what normally what will do. For example, you are having an issue in your Amazon account. Let us say Amazon product you want to return, they are not replying, or you are a seller, you want to have a response. What you will do? You will try to contact the chat
Contact.
support. Correct?
Correct.
Chat
Correct.
support is there, phone call support is there, mail support is there. Now for
Correct.
AWS, they will go only with mail support. Okay,
Okay.
not even chat support. They'll go for 1 hour mail support, because since it's a very critical issues, they will have time. They need a time. It's not like Amazon seller account or selling or customer, because the customer support team can able to immediately check your account and say what is the issue. But here in AWS, they have to take more time to understand what is your configuration, what are the things you have taken, what you have not taken. Everything they will analyze, and then only they will reply. So that's why they are mentioning only mail support only. Call support if you want, then you have to be a enterprise plan owner. You should have taken enterprise plan,
So
where
in
which is called.
case of
Hmm.
enterprise level, right? So I think in organization context, say
Hmm.
suppose there is a AWS issue now, right? And
Hmm.
because of that, users are not able to manage their work and whatever
Yes,
it is.
yes. See that
So
that's what big
in
companies. Hmm. Big companies will not bother about this $15,000. Now, if you imagine this, if you consider this in the Indian amount, what will be? What
Hmm.
will happen? Will any company will invest like this? Yes,
No.
if there is that company is very big, yes, they are ready to
Yeah.
invest. But not most of the companies, correct now?
Hmm.
Maybe 1 or 2% they have that much facility to give free for 15,000 for anybody. No, fine. Or you are just in the development stage. You are then you want this kind of support, immediate support. Yes, they will take that time. These technical person will call within 15 minutes. They will call. But if you're in the other plans, they will check what else can we able to reply. Maximum 1 hour or less than. That's what they're mentioning, or less. Maybe 1 hour or less, because they will go and analyze what are all the things you have done in your account. They have to check.
So basically, when the
Yes,
issue happens, we have to raise a ticket, and the ticket goes to
yes,
them
the support
to the
team
way
and
according.
support team will reply within 1 hour. We have a chat now. If you see, I also was being in this Amazon customers share support and all those things.
Right, right.
They have a chat within 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Because email, right? It'll be in lined up. It'll be in a queue.
You,
One
yeah,
email is finished, only it will come.
correct.
Yes. So coming to the end of this section, we discussed about fundamentals of pricing, TCO, AWS pricing calculator, billing dashboard, technical support options, and cost management. Complete the knowledge check. Is which AWS service provides infrastructure security optimization recommendations? So I told you that always a question will be having the some hint for your answer. Which one is the answer? Which AWS service provides the optimization recommendations?
I think option C.
See,
Option
Option
C.
C. AWS Trust Advisor.
yeah,
AWS C, right? You're saying C or B?
trusted advisor.
C. C.
Trusted advisor, exactly. So the option C, trusted advisor, is the answer. Okay, fine. So we completed the second module. Now we'll go for the third module. 1 minute.
So,
One
Modi,
thing I
can
just
we
want to inform.
start this session by 8 o'clock, 8 to 9, by chance?
Actually, I'm coming from my office again. By
Oh,
8:30, I think it's comfortable. I already
oh,
set everything.
because I have one more
Hmm.
class at 9 o'clock, and it
Oh,
goes up to 11 o'clock. That's why. So
mhm.
multiple classes I've skipped right now. So that's where. Okay,
Uh,
okay. Let's see.
okay.
So one thing I just want to inform you. Yesterday's recording is not
Mhm.
available.
Recording is not available.
Yeah, I think that Zoom issue which happened.
Yesterday, sir.
Yeah, AWS organization is doing that. I don't know whether it is in my system or is anyone other also facing.
No,
Can you
billing and cost management might not be there because later I started. Na?
yeah, billing, yes,
That I
billing and
deleted
cost
it.
management is remote. Yeah, it is
Mhm.
remote. But AWS organization also is there. The video, the recording is there. Okay, but the recording, we are not able to play that recording. So I just want to check whether is it a problem with my system or even Gautam Gopal even getting the same thing.
Okay, okay. Yes, I'm also
Yeah,
able
I
to
think
see.
there is an issue.
There is an issue. I think so. Yes, yes. Yes, AWS organization is also not there. But I recorded everything. Rented company. Will you take?
Yeah, module 2 is there. Module 2, cloud economics and billing.
Mm-hmm. Mm, what happened yesterday? It got uploaded only. Okay, yesterday only this thing happened, right? After organization,
Yeah,
that Zoom
wow.
thing got disconnected. Someone has interrupted. It shows because of that. I think so. I'll give you another recording link. Maybe if you want, I will CP record my other class section. Yeah, I have sent you a drive link. You can able to connect. That there I have already recorded the CPE. Whatever missing, you can find that, or something which is missing here. I'm just updating that. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just paste it in the chat box.
Hmm.
No, I'm saying that I'm pasting in the chat box, in our dashboard chat box. So we are not getting that notification, right?
No, not no, our LCM chat box. I have pasted here in the
Oh,
meeting chat box, Zoom chat,
oh, oh, oh,
Zoom chat
got
box. You see,
it.
you can copy and keep it. Yes, I think we didn't have your email IDs, right? Email IDs and phone number. So that's why yesterday we connected again. I think myself and Balakrishnan connected again once that problem is resolved. Others, I'm not able to reach you. Otherwise, you could have finished yesterday itself this chapter. Hmm. Fine. You just to know my number, right? Just message me. I'll just create a group and I'll just share you. If any communication is there, we'll post there. Okay. Now we are coming for a very important topic, that is global infrastructure. Okay. What is this global infrastructure? Okay. Global means what?
Accessible to all,
Global means
like everywhere.
hmm? Yes, everywhere, world, I can say. Now, what we are going to see? AWS Global Worldwide Infrastructure. That is how AWS is supporting and do this thing. How AWS is composed of, how they manage all these things, servers and everything, how they constructed, how their infrastructure is. Okay. So we're going to discuss about AWS infrastructure, AWS service and service categories. And at the end of this module, you'll be know about the difference between regions, availability zones, edge locations, and what are the AWS service and service categories. So global infrastructure. As you guys already know that global infrastructure means AWS has worldwide branches. Now branches we call it as regions. Branches we call it as regions. Let us take AWS has regions. Regions means where in like we have countries as one region, or inside the country itself multiple regions. Okay. Now region will have three. One region will have what? One region will have, this is one region. This one region will have three availability zones. What? Three availability zones. These three availability zones will have minimum three data centers, and one data center is equal to, will have 50K to 80K servers. How much? 50,000 to 80,000 servers. Now 50,000 to 80,000 servers means how many servers will be there in one availability zone? So 50 into 3 is how much? 150K, correct? So 150k into 150k to 80 into 3, 240k. Correct, na? Yes. So one availability zone itself, we have 150, that is 1,50,000 servers to 2,40,000 servers we have. Here again 150 to 150k to 240k. 240k. Again here 150 to 240k. Now totally in one region, how many servers will be there? So 150, 150, 150 total 450k servers to 240, 240, 240.
920.
7,
Oh,
720 servers. Yes, so one region is equal to these many servers AWS has. And the main part is these servers, these availability zones are directly connected with wired connection. Direct connection is called wired connection. And they availability zones are 100 kilometer in distance. All these three availability zones are 100 kilometer distance. Now that's why Amazon is saying, and that to these regions they have around multiple locations. There are around 34 to 35 locations. They have regions, region itself. But one region itself, we have how many servers? You can see 4,50,000 to 7,20,000 servers we have in one region, and they have 34 regions, 34 to 38 regions they have. Okay. Now you got it. You want me to repeat it? I will show you the slide anyway. Let us click here. Now here is your region. All over the globe they have global infrastructure maps and availability zone regions and availability zones. So this infrastructure is mainly depend on regions, edge locations, local zones, and regional cache memory. I'll tell you what is that. Now what are these regions? You can able to see here regions and availability zones of AWS. They have around 120 availability zones and 38 geographical locations. 38 locations they have, and they are planning for more than 10 more availability zone and 3 more AWS regions in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia now, and Saudi Arabia, Chile, and the Europe sovereign countries. So here you can able to see in North America where are these locations. This location only we selected in our AWS management, right? I asked poor location in which region you want to launch. I told you, right? So if you see North America, we have these regions are the regions. Next we have, if you want South America, I can able to see in South America we have only two places. This one, you see, this one is coming soon. The Chile location is going to come soon, and this is already there in South America. Next, Europe we have Stockholm, Frankfurt, Ireland, London, and one more sovereign cloud we are going to come, and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia also we have. Middle East, Bahrain, Israel, and one more is coming down. Kingdom of Saudi Arabia just now we saw.
Sir,
Africa,
as you had mentioned earlier, like a long time back, I think so in second or third lecture, that all services are not available on in all regions. So if anyone wants to like go for any specific service, then first the prior knowledge of all these regions, which services are available, that must be important, right? Like we should be aware of, like if
that
we want to
you
avail any.
can see, I think, yes, that you can able to check when you put the estimate itself. I told you estimate. Now I showed you. There we select
Mm.
the region. When you select the region, the estimate itself will show whether that service is available here or not. If that service is not available, you can select other region.
Other region. Okay. Hmm.
So
Okay.
before we start anything itself, we'll come to know what we are going to pay and everything,
Hmm.
and whether the service is available or not in the calculator itself. That is full free only. but you don't want to have an account also. Okay, coming to India, how many locations you are able to see? Where and all we have these locations. So in 2022 only this is Hyderabad location they launched, and again they have Mumbai locations. Okay, next Australia and New Zealand. So these are the regions we have. Now if you see what is this regions, you are able to see lot of places are empty. Yes, even though they have 30 regions, there are a lot of places are empty. Now how data is transferred? For example, let us take Amazon Prime. You have Amazon Prime. Now you are watching a movie. Let us take a now KGF you're watching. Now is Amazon Prime is in India actually. The company Amazon is in India or the server
No.
is in India. No, correct, right? But Amazon Prime is in the US, correct? Now KGF movie they uploaded here in their server. We people sitting here in India are able to watch, correct? Is it transferred here from here? That's why it is, even if you transfer here also, will it be that much faster? Like your tower concept you said, na? Will it be
Yes.
that much faster? How you are connecting your calls? How the connect? You're going to getting the calls getting connected.
Network.
Network, right? Same thing here also. The data will be passed from one region to another, nearby. But what is this nearby is called edge location. What? Edge location. Now I told you that regions will have three data centers. The regions will have three data centers. I told you this one. You can able to see one availability zone. One region will have one availability zone, three availability zones, and one data center will have 50K to 80K server. And so three data center totally 50K to 80K into three, it is 150K to 240. Again, same thing. One region will have around 450K to 720K servers. And all these three availability zones are connected with a direct connection called 802.1Q VLAN connection. There is a big fiber optic cable. It is in the ground floor. In the underground, they have connected 100 kilometers. They have done it. Okay. Now, what is the concept here is one region will have three availability zones, one availability zone will data centers, and one data center will have 50K to 80K servers, one availability zone. So totally will have 150 to 240. Total one region will have 450K to 720K servers. Now, why I told you that in the image you saw that there are a lot of gaps, there are a lot of space, right? One region to another region. So how the data is faster, even though there is a gap? That is because of the edge location. That is because of the edge location. So it is not possible to get the government approval for these 720K servers and 450K servers. Am I right? Will the government will allow you to keep, let us say I'm in Bangalore, so Bangalore center of the city, they allow you to take and launch these many servers? Because all your electricity, everything will go for this one only. Network, everything will go for this one only. Correct na? So that's why government is not giving approval. Most of the countries didn't give approval first. Then later Amazon convinced them and they got a space. Right. So now this edge location, why we need this edge location? Because I want to transfer data from one place to another place. For that I need nearby places. So nearby places I cannot, the government will not allow for 450K to 720K servers, but they can allow 10K to 15K servers. 10K to 15K servers. So one edge location will have 10,000 to 15,000 servers. That is allowed. That is where they will have in all the regions. Now, if you see here, just now I told you, where is that? Yes, every region will have edge location. Every region will have edge location. So here you can able to see these are all regions, and below they mention edge locations. So let us take in India. India, they have how many regions we have in India? How many regions we have?
Who?
Yes. So two regions. So two regions. They have these many got approval and they got launched. But how many edge locations? Here you see, 23 edge locations are there in this Asia Pacific. So Asia Pacific region itself, they have 23 edge locations. In that, how many places are in India? You see, Bangalore, New Delhi, Pune, Chennai, Hyderabad, Kolkata, and Mumbai. Totally, how many regions, how many edge locations we have in India? How many edge locations are in India now? One, two, three, four,
Four.
five, six, seven. Mumbai, Kolkata, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Pune, Delhi. Okay. So seven locations inside India itself. That's why your data is very faster. For example, you are watching Prime Video, but Prime Video is uploaded in the US. Once they upload it will automatically move from network to network again. Now this edge location, why they want? What this edge location mainly doing is the edge location will always have the cache copy. It will have the cache copy ready. For example, this edge location is having 10K to 15K. So that is which question is asked, which people are accessing again and again. That is called your frequently accessed data. Now frequently accessed data will get first stored in the edge location. For example, you have election news, election result. Now election result, let us say January is election, or let us say, let me get a simple thing. Who is Amir Khan? Okay, who is Amir Khan? I am asking. Now, this is the first time you are asking this question in India. The main server of Wikipedia is in the US. Now, from the US to India, it will come from one place that is to network. It will come edge location, come to India. Now, India, it will store the nearest edge location. Where is the user from? For example, let the user is from Bangalore. Now, it will definitely store in the edge location of Bangalore. Okay. Now, it will show who is American is the first question. You asked in the month of January. Okay, January 2025. Now after that 3 months no one has asked the same question. If someone has asked, it'll be very faster, it'll respond you. If you can able to see in Google also, when you type, go and type a, whatever you typed previously a, all those letters will come first. All those, because the thing which you have already seen is already stored in your cache memory. That cache memory is nothing but your edge location here. AWS will store everything that is frequently accessed data in the edge location. Now because of edge location, you are able to get the data faster. That's why, for example, as I told you, US is having the movie called KGF. You are trying to watch from India. First time, and you are the first user you are joining, means it will be lag first time, because it will come from this. Now, let us take, if best example would be, for example, you are sitting in a classroom. You're sitting in a classroom. You're sitting in the last row, let me say. I'm giving a question paper with answer for tomorrow's exam. I want to give a question paper from my place. I'm standing in the front of my desk. 5 rows after you are there. I want to give the question paper which is having the answer as well for tomorrow's exam. And only for you I am giving. Now what I am giving, I am passing this question paper to all these students. Now what these students will do? Will they pass it directly? Will they pass it directly to you? Because they are also having the same exam tomorrow.
Watch it one by one.
Are you getting? Uh-huh.
No, they will pass it one by one, like one person to another person.
Yes, pass it. But you are in the middle of that. You just think that you are in the middle. You're also going to take the same exam tomorrow. But sir is giving the question paper only to the last person, maybe his favorite student. But he is asking you to pass it. What you'll do? He's not. You don't imagine that he is in front. He just say, okay, just pass it to the last guy, and he left. He sit down. He sat down. He's not watching you. What you will do? You will simply pass it, or you will take a photocopy of that.
I will take a
Photocopy.
photocopy.
Copy.
Yes.
Photocopy.
Why?
Because we two have the same question
Yes,
tomorrow.
exactly, exactly. So same thing only. Okay, you guys are not able to see this one. Same thing only from US to India. This KGF movie they are passing. So all these edge locations, whichever is in the middle, all will take a copy. KGF, 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 KGF. Now, why they are taking a copy? Because next time when somebody asking the same kgf movie from here in this location, not from India, let us take this guy from Africa. Now already which is the nearest edge location for Africa? This one, correct na? Now this, from this he'll be able to receive that video. Now will it be faster or not? Because it is nearest center itself having that copy. Or will it go to the original again, US it will go? Are you getting this? See, everyone are having
Yeah.
a cache copy of that same file. Why they want to keep a copy? Because next time somebody is asking from somewhere in the middle, they wants to give that copy faster. Let us take this one. See here. Let us take here. Now from US, it will be passing here, 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 here. Now all these guys will have a copy. Now somebody will ask from here. Let us take here. Now which one is the nearest copy? Here. From there it will go again. Somebody from here they are asking to watch KGF movie. From where it will go? It'll go from India and the nearest location, because everyone will have a cache copy. All this cache copies, that's what this edge location which is storing your cache copy, that is nothing but frequently accessed data. Frequently accessed data it is keeping. Okay, now how it will work, I'm just telling you. One, two, three. Now let us take, I told you that who is Amir Khan na? Let us take this question, who is Amir Khan? Now you ask this question in the month of January. Now no one has asked this question after that. Let us take 3 months, 4 months. Now after that also some other questions will come na. That will become a frequently asked questions. That will again come here. Number 2, number 3, number 4, like that. The storage will become full. Because this edge location is having only 10K to 15K servers. Correct na? So this will become full faster. Now once this will become faster, this last one, right? This last one will be moved to another location, another edge location called regional edge cache location, which is having to store 20K, which can have 20K to 30K servers, which will be having 20K to 30K servers. Now this will store infrequently asked data. Infrequently asked data. So frequently asked data, when January month, who is American is the frequently asked data. In the month of let us say June, July, it will become old and it's no one has asked this question. It goes down and it is got moved from edge location to regional edge cache location. Again there it will become one here. Then again more and more questions, whatever is not, no one is asked this question, means again it will come here, here, here. And again this edge location is also shortage because it is having only 20K to 30K servers, more than edge location, but it is having 20K to 30K servers. It will store. In case if no one has asked this question, even after it is moved to regional edge cache location, and no one has asked the same question, who is Amir Khan, then it will get deleted. Then original data which is already there in the main server, that is your US server or which server it came from, that server, it is already original copy is there. See, for example, whenever you watch this movie KGF or whatever the movie you're watching, the main server will get the count, how many number of people are watching this, that count will go. But from where they're watching is one of the edge locations they're watching. The nearest edge location is providing that. That's why first time when you watch a movie, first time, and you are the first person, means that movie will lag. Let us say you go and check some old movie, very very old movie. You go and check in any OTT platform. It will keep correct. But the free seen movie, some people watch latest movie which everyone are watching. If you go and touch that movie, it will load faster. Correct now this question, if as just now I told you, in case if someone asks the same question, what is Amir Khan, in the month of after September, let us take, where the data already moved to regional edge cache location, now it will come back again to the edge location on the top again it will follow the same process. If no one has asked, it will go to the regional edge cache location. In regional edge cache location at that time also no one has asked that question, it will got deleted later once the storage is full. So it's like first come first serve, it will come first. Once this data is full, again the first one will get deleted, next second one, third one, fourth one, like that. So this is called your global infrastructure. These are the main things we should remember in the global infrastructure. Now, can you guess where these people have kept all these regional servers, like the you see 450K to 720K servers, where they can keep, and what they need actually for keeping all these servers? What they need actually?
And
Hmm?
area to create.
Yes, area with good space. Then you need proper electricity, proper network. Correct na? So where do you think they might have all these data centers? These many servers, these many things you have to manage and everything. Government will not easily give approval for all these things because it's 750 7 7 lakh 20,000 servers in every region. You need this many data, you have to dig. As I told you, these availability zones are interconnected. If you see, some people are digging the road. For what purpose they are digging, we don't know, but they'll put a big wire and something. Correct na? One, they have already done it. That is for these regions. In Mumbai they have done, Hyderabad they have done already for region. Now same thing all over the world they have done. But what majority they want, where they might have kept all these servers, where they might have kept, what do you think?
Area villages,
Hmm?
villages near
Villages, huh?
It might be not in
Uh-huh.
the place where it's like outer area something.
Yes, think, you're closer.
Is it under the sea?
No, under the sea, how can you fix the hard disks and all those things, hardware and all those things?
But they kept some servers, cloud servers in this under the sea, right? Because you require a lot of cooling system for these servers to so that
No,
these servers to
under the
function.
sea, you logically think that if they under the sea means how employees will go when swimming and they'll go and do check and all those
Okay.
things. You
Okay.
might think one logic is there. You need what I told you. I just to give a hint there. Area, electricity, network. I told you. Where will you get network?
city,
Huh?
Cities.
cities,
Cities. Huh? No, internet is you're getting from
Open,
cities.
I think, open space.
Satellite.
That means
No,
outer area.
satellite. One is satellite. Another one is, as you said, under the sea. The network is there. No, network cable is there, right?
Correct.
So if you imagine, or if you may not do, and you don't want to imagine, I just showed you the slides of the maps. If you have noticed that, you can easily identify where it will be. All these data centers, where most of these data centers are.
Is it on the top of the hill?
No. Opposite. Okay. Now you see, you can guess.
Mostly in the sea.
Yes, near the sea, coastal areas where forest and the ocean is nearby and the sea is nearby. Right now, most of the places, if you get the bottom end only, it will be there on the borders. One or two places they will try to get it inside, because if the government is approved for those things, yes, they are good to go. But government is not ready. But we have to request, okay, you please give me the last at the end locations. They will give you at the end, right? Right. So this AWS global infrastructure, so highly secured, as I told you, it might be in the mid of the forest, which is nearby the ocean. Why forest we are selecting? Because if we put it inside the city, like your Amazon warehouse, do you know where is Amazon warehouse for your products actually? If you call customer support also, will they tell you where is our warehouse?
No.
Why?
Maybe it's confidential.
Yeah, because if you say that this is the shop, this is our warehouse, now everyone will come there. Every day
Yeah.
morning, some thousand people will be standing in front of the company. My product, this product, that product, they will start rushing. Correct, na? So their duty is only they have to deliver it. They will not say that any cost. If you call customer support multiple times, also they will not say, because they also don't know. I also wanted, one time I was in the customer support. We don't know. They will not disclose. They will only say the code. This center will come and deliver. This boy will come and deliver. That's all. Because people will come and take all the products also. It will be highly secured. Same thing here in the data centers. They don't want any issues. They will not disclose that. If you see, as I told you, but they will have a full security. They will have a full security for all these data centers, regional edge locations, and regional edge cache locations. So to know that how big is Amazon data centers, we'll watch this.
Amazon hiding its massive data centers. So today,
Maybe I think it's loading.
we want to determine how big AWS is and how big is the
It's
scope that
taking
such a
more time.
prominent company is managing. Northern Virginia is one of the most significant of all the places where Amazon operates data centers, not least because it's where AWS set up its first storage in 2006. In the beginning, its mission was to solve an internal Amazon problem, namely to speed up the deployment of new applications and services. And now it has turned into a massive business, and if something goes wrong, it will be on the verge of disaster, since a huge number of extremely unpopular websites and services will suddenly disappear. No Tinder for swipe, no GitHub, and no Netflix to chill out. Unlike Google and Facebook, AWS doesn't call attention to its data centers. There are absolutely no guided tours, and the website offers only approximate information about the location, which is divided into regions. There are at least 2 accessibility zones in the region, and there are several data centers in the accessibility zones. Northern Virginia, being the heart of the internet, is also a creepy town. There are many intelligence and defense contractor buildings. The fact that Northern Virginia is the site of major intelligence operations and major network infrastructure hubs isn't really a marker of a government conspiracy, but a confluence of stories. AWS holds a huge market share in the cloud computing sector. As shown in the figure below, it is larger than all 4 competitors put together. And it's not going to stop there. Last year, Amazon spent hundreds of millions to expand data centers in Northern Virginia, the world's hottest data market. The city is home to more than 100 data centers and is strategically located near Washington, D.C. Let's talk about the design inside. In other words, a data center can be considered a giant smart refrigerator, consisting of shell, power, cooling, and connectivity. It's said that data centers constitute 3% of the Earth's electricity consumption. Amazon continues to roll out infrastructure. Let's get to the most important part now. How big is AWS and how much traffic does it own? That's what I was most worried about. However, as previously stated, Amazon doesn't disclose its data or release exact figures about how much of the global internet is currently on top of its infrastructure. However, in 2012, the network intelligence startup Deepfield Blog estimated that, on average, 1/3 of all daily internet users over the past few years, that percentage has likely only increased. Here's a map. Unfortunately, no detailed video of where all the data centers are located, but here's what we came across. An AWS data center that was found with the help of some news rather than an obscure government document. This perhaps not yet working center is located across the street from the retirement community, and is surrounded by office parks, other data centers, and construction sites. It's a pretty funny scene when big hedges and lots of security are outside simple offices. What's the cooling process like? If you want to learn more details about data center, check out our videos on Google Data Center.
So you might have noticed that
Why?
it is fully secured, and they stole like 1/3 of every website that we access today is launched on top of AWS, and the 30% of the Earth's electricity, sorry, 1/3 of its Earth's electricity it is taking, right? And the giant refrigerators, you see that how the servers are configured. Yes, this is the one. Yes, so every server will be had with a cooling system, everything it will be having it. So I posted you the link in the chat box of the Zoom. You can able to watch it and find that as well. So you got some idea. Yes, now the thing is easy. AWS is a region, as I told you, it's a geographic location, data replication. Why we want these three availability zones? Why we want these three availability zones? Mainly, as you told, I think someone told previously, I guess, if one is not working, immediately the second one will start. Second one is not working, immediately the third one will start. When we put one data here, automatically a copy will be here and here. You're not going to charge extra for all these things. By default they will charge you only one amount, which will be having a copy in somewhere. That's why we are having this availability zones, three availability zones. Communication between these regions uses backbone networking. As I told you, it'll be 1K 802.1 VLAN connection, direct connection is there, so data will be very faster. It'll be travel from one region to another region, as well as one availability zone to other availability zone. And as I told you, one region will have two or more availability zones. So now they have fixed as minimum three availability zones. Selecting a region, so it's our duty. If my customer is in which region, for example, my target customer is in America, then my I have to launch my application in which region, in US or in India. I think I asked this question already. Yes, which region I have to launch my application if my target audience is in US.
It can be anywhere.
It can be anywhere, but what you prefer? Your target audience, for
US.
example, your target audience in the
US only.
US, right, na?
US.
Because I want my application to be faster, run faster. So if I keep it somewhere in India and my target audience in US, the same thing just now I showed the CD and the network connection will take more time, first time or second, whatever it is, if there is an issue. So instead of that, I'll go and launch it in the same region. But one is you should be have that legal permission to access that region. That means if you are going to launch an application like your companies, you should have the proper documents or anything like data governance and legal requirements you have when you have the selecting a region. Another thing, proximity to customer. Just now I told you that is latency. Latency means what? Reduce delay. You can able to reduce the delay mainly by selecting the which region I'm going to launch, because my customers should be able to access that application faster. Next one, as Rupali said, like whether that service which I'm looking for is in that particular region or not, that I have to check. and the cost vary by region. So if you select Japan means you'll be charged in Japanese yens. If you have in Singapore means Singapore local dollars it will charge. In India means Indian rupee it will charge. So we have to consider when you are selecting a region all these four things. That's what this region and availability zone, as I already told you, availability zone is a
So
fully
one thing,
isolated portion of your. Yes.
uh, so one thing I just want to
Mm.
like, if I'm looking for a service which is not available in my particular region, okay. So in that
You
case,
have to select
will
other region. Mm.
okay. So then,
We have to select the other region only, no other option, because now we
alright.
cannot go and ask them you put this service
Correct.
here. Major services will be in everywhere. See, you I when I selected that cost optimization, that the calculator, now you saw that in India there was 156 service, in Singapore or Europe or in the US it will be having 179 services. Some few new services only not available. Major services everywhere it will be available only. You will not have that issue. That too, you have to learn 200 plus services. Na? In this chapter, in this module itself, we will know only 50 services. Again, 200 plus is somewhere. And even companies also not using all the service. Companies itself using only 10 or 15 service. That's it. 15 itself, it's very rare case. Majorly 10 services they are using it. What are all those 10? All those five I already told you. But again, I will reiterate for all the modules also will come there. Now I already explained you this one. Region will have availability zone. Availability zone will have three data centers, and same thing for the other availability zone also will have three data centers. Why you want all these things? And all these availability zones will have discrete data centers, as I told you. Fault tolerance. They will not have any issues. Always there will be high speed private networking they're connected with, and we can able to choose our availability zones inside a region. Which availability zone I want to launch my application, or which availability zone I want to launch my server, that we can able to select. So why we want to mention AWS recommends replicating data and resources across availability zones for resilience. You can also select I want to have a copy in multiple availability zones. You can also mention mainly for resilient. Resilient means what? And the first day on the additional advantages of compute I told you to write also. I showed you also. Resilience means what? Come back with same energy. So wherever you stop, it will be starting again from the same place. That's what this availability zone. See, all these things are in the same that first slide I showed you, na, the diagram. It is already there. Now same thing here. Data center will have, I told you, 50,000 to 80K physical servers will have each data center, and each data center is having redundant power. Redundant power means continuous power will be there. They will not have any power issues. Same network issue, connectivity issue. It is mainly hosted in a separate facility they have done. Mainly why data center is the heart of your data centers is your heart of your cloud, because data centers is where the data resides and processing occurs. So data center is your heart of cloud. Next, points of presence. We call this edge location and regional edge cache location. Both of these we call that as points of presence. That is, I told you, na, when KGF is moving from one place to another place, you see these many availability zones or these many edge locations are there. When this guy wants that movie, it will come from here only. It will not go again to US. So all these people will have a copy. That is cache copy. Then the regional edge cache location. I mean edge locations. In case edge location is full, it will move to regional edge cache location. Again, regional edge cache location is also full. It will get deleted. Now this is called what? CDN. That is content delivery network. That is content is delivered to the place through network. It's easy in one, the same, the name itself giving you the definition. Content is delivered through network. That's why content delivery network, CDN link. It's mainly to reduce the latency. Latency means reduce delay. Right now, so this edge location is mainly the reason why we are able to access cloud and cloud platforms faster because of edge location, because it is only having the cache copy. AWS infrastructure, you can see all these three availability zones are physically distinct. Power generator, power backup is there, cooling equipment is set, uninterrupted power supply and network connectivity is there. So it will run properly all the time. Because of this network is working properly, we have elasticity and scalability. That means we can able to increase our resources, decrease our resources. Next, fault tolerance. There is no issues. Continuously, it is operating properly in the presence of failure also, because if one availability zone not is working, immediately it will move to the next one and it will start continuing the process. And we have redundance of components, multiple components. So when they have, I told you like advantages of compute, na? Sorry, first traditional computing model. If we want to start a data center, we need to procure and keep all the components ready. Na? Same thing here also, they will kept it ready. Anything happen, immediately they solve it. High availability, because all these things are uninterruptedly operating 24/7. We are highly available for operation, minimize downtime, and there is no human intervention is not necessary. That's what we said as AWS infrastructure. And to the end of this section, so the global infrastructure consists of regions, availability zones, regions, compliance requirements, and reduce latency. It is physically separated from one availability zone to another availability zone. It will have redundant power, network connectivity, and main thing is edge location, regional edge cache location, performing by cache content closer to the user. That's why closer to the user. If someone is watching a video, if you go and watch that video nearby him, it will go fast only. It will run faster only. Coming to the service and service category, this is just a topic only. I'm this one we are going to explain it in the modules. I'll just show you what are the service. Is that fine? 5 minutes will finish it. Not 5 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes will finish it. Is that fine for you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, as told you, foundation service. So, mainly how cloud is working, why AWS is working, because of this infrastructure. Infrastructure has regions, availability zone, and edge locations. Because these are there to take the compute network service, storage service. On this storage, compute service, network service, and storage service only, we are launching our database. We are analytic tools, application services, deployment management, containerization, mobile services like identity, mobile analytics, notification. Here in the deployment, use containers, DevOps, tracking system, monitoring logs. The applications we are queuing, orchestration, app streaming, videos, transcoding, email, search, and analytics, compute, real-time data warehouse, data flow. Everything is working. And databases, no SQL and relational database, everything is working. On top of front end only, we are able to see the users who are giving the viewpoint, and we can able to share the application and all these things we can able to. All applications are top of the cloud, but under cloud, what are the things? We have platforms. Under platform, we have this foundation service. Under foundation service, we have this AWS global infrastructure. So as even as what, even if you're attending an interview, which one is the heart of AWS? The edge locations. That is edge locations, mainly the regions, availability zone, and edge locations are the heart. That is infrastructure has to be proper. If infrastructure having an issue, all our applications will not be able to run on the cloud. Now, what are the services and service categories? You can see it is there in everywhere. Mainly, we have in this modules, this cloud practitioner, we are going to talk about cost management, which we already done it, billing and cost management. Next, networking, fifth module. Again, database, we'll talk about management, governance, compute service, security and compliance, and storage service. All these service we are going to see. In the AWS storage service, we'll be talking about S3, EBS, EFS, and storage glacier. Simple storage glacier we'll be learning about all these four services. Compute services, we'll talk about EC2, EC2 autoscaling, ECS registry, AWS Fargate, EKS, Lambda, and Beanstalk. These are all the service I told you, 50 services we'll be learning in that 4 year and again 8 year. And again, database, we'll talk about relational database, Aurora, Redshift, DynamoDB. So all these database services we'll learn, and networking we'll learn about VPC, Elastic Load Balancer, CloudFront, Transit Gateway, VPN, Direct Connect, and Route 53 we'll be talking about. Then security module will come out. We'll talk about IAM. Organizations, we have already done it. Cognito will do Shield, KMS, and Artifact. Cost management system, we'll talk about. We already done this. Today only we have done it in a previous module. Cost report, budgets, and cost explorer we have done. In management service, we'll talk about management console, configuration, CloudWatch, auto scaling, CloudTrail, architecture tool, advisor, and command line interface. These are the things we are going to learn in the cloud AWS management governance. Coming to the end of this section, we'll talk about the difference between AWS regions, availability zone, and edge locations, and service, and what are the service and service categories we discussed. Complete the knowledge check. So, which component of AWS global infrastructure does Amazon CloudFront uses to ensure low latency delivery? CloudFront is nothing but CDN. CDN uses which one to make sure that the user is getting faster access? Yes, what is the answer for this one? How user is getting fast access to that particular things which he wants to watch on the cloud, watch or use on the cloud, which is helping.
Option B, sir.
Edge
AWS edge location.
B.
Yes, exactly. Edge location, right? So CloudFront low latency means always remember that it is edge location which is making sure that your data is delivered faster to the user. Fine. So we have completed these three modules. These are three basic modules. Some from henceforth, it is very important modules. That is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All these 5 modules are very important modules. That is security, networking, compute, storage, and database. Okay. So I'll send you these 2 documents as well today. And we'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Okay, guys. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you.